See, I was trying to fucking finish all of this shit off fucking yesterday, you know, but a couple of idiots got drunk, you know, and knowing the history of these idiots, hey, you know what? It's actually a little bit colder than usual. Be right back. No, part of the thing I've dealt with most of my life. It's not so much dealing with the idiots when they're sober, it's dealing with them when they're drunk, or intoxicated, or high on something. Given the different types of circumstances of each type of drunk or high, man, I'm only talking about it because I got high on quite a few things. Not, not high like uh, I just want to get high, you know? I mean, other than, you know, marijuana here, I'll go fucking 6 months, 9 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years without smoking this, and but I noticed every time I went back to certain other drugs, I mean, I didn't flip out like other people did, but I did flip out. Like, hey, where's my money? Where'd it go? And then 20 minutes later, I'll be like, oh, that's where I put it. Never mind. Never mind, never mind, never mind. I'm not trying to start shit. you know? But other people, when they're coming down, they're like, don't you have any more money? Huh? I thought you were a fucking gangster. I thought you were badass. You know, some of these females, they would slip up and say, oh, I thought you were gonna fucking take care of me. Help me with all my fucking needs and wants and my addictions. The entitlement. See, here's where the entitlement really gets fucked up. my parents are the babies of the family. So my dad, most of his interaction, most of his life was always with his mom. And last year he called me. He wanted me to go up there, take over because he's getting old. I told him I couldn't because of the injuries that I got when I was working. Uh, he didn't have the money, and my uncle, he wasn't willing to make me an emancipated minor so I can go to the ER and say, hey, I don't need a grown up signature for you to fucking work on me now. Get this done. I want to go back to work. But you see, my dad, he's a good workhorse. He's a good happy drunk. On all my time I lived with him, I've never actually seen him get in a fight when he was drunk. Man, I've seen him get in a hell of a lot of arguments when he was fucking sober. But when I say sober, I knew he was sober because if he was smoking this shit, there's no way in hell you were gonna get him to fucking argue. He was just gonna sit there and mind his own fucking business. He's gonna, because at the time, he had the Yahtzee fucking handheld game thing, electronic Yahtzee. Or he'd sit there and watch movies. Or he'd go hang out with someone else who was smoking weed. But no, when he wasn't smoking, man, you could tell that he was, you know, he was on edge. See, I kind of noticed something was off about my dad after his dad passed away. Fuck, I hope I'm not fucking dumb like him. I mean, I don't know, I'm not fucking educated like a lot of people. I mean, he knows what to do. But it's the fact that he still has to ask his older brother for help. Not actually money wise, but pay the bills. Like he's got the money to pay the bills. He's got the money to do this. He just needs help. I mean, my third year in, I was already looking at how one goes about ordering a fishing permit. How much it costs. I was getting into reading all the regulations of commercial fishing, everything. My third season in, not my third year, my third season. Yeah, and then on top of that, I also started memorizing the tides, the times, the tide book. I had 6 months of memory of fucking tides. because they send out a tide book every year. That was my belief. That was something I was believing in, the tides, time and tide. I wasn't really trying to believe in no fucking God. Well, I ain't trying to say there isn't one. I ain't trying to say there is, but I believed in what I could see, and what I could see was the time and tide. The times of the year changing. You know, man, how many times I've been sitting here throughout the fucking year? Trees change. That's time. Time is changing. I believe in that. I could see it. I believe in the tide because I could see the tide coming in and going out. How long it takes to go out, how long it takes to come in. That was my belief. That's the lifestyle I was ready to live. But the entitlement, I mean, I've gotten really old. I can't feel bad for babies of the family anymore. I can't feel bad for the people who were an only child. You had the same amount of time I have to learn how to live your life. The only time you should actually need people in your life isn't because you're homeless. It's, you just need someone because you don't want to be alone. You should want them around because we were meant to do something other than just be parasites, other than just be fucking animals. Why the fuck were we given the ability to fucking voice our thoughts? Why were we given that ability? Why? We got all these fucking globalists, these other fucking racist people that these globalists hide behind and use. These globalists use all these other fucking small faction groups around the world. The number one that they hide behind is feminism. And I'm kind of biting my tongue on this when I say this, but it just I I still sort of don't agree with Hammerhand, but I mean, I do see the point that they were lied to too. Yes, the females were lied to about feminism. It's not wholly their fault. But you see, the problem with that, him saying that, is that he should have said, well, he should have said, once they find out and they still continue to live that way, then it is their fault. The buses didn't ride yesterday because it was Sunday. I mean, I believe back in the day, but even back in the day, they didn't come up this far. They stayed over there on the west side. But back when it was free, they mobbed on the weekends. But today, it's not free, and the day passes are now $3. But I'd rather save that $3 for a couple of 211s and walk 40 miles on them 211s. You know, I just gotten used to the bus passes being $2. You know what I mean? Man, I'm not disabled enough to meet the requirements of getting half price day passes. You know what I mean? But there's female bus riders who just only have diagnosed with depression, and they get reduced bus fare. I mean, you got to show them a card and everything to prove that you get reduced bus fare. I go to wherever I needed to say, hey, this is what I do, this is what I did, this is what happened. Hey, could I get reduced fare too? No. Yeah. Majority of the time, they tell me it's mainly because you're not a female. And I tried to squeeze in there once. Well, what if I identify as a female? And I said, well, no. We know who you are, what you're doing. You know, no. Fuck. See, I try to keep my pockets clean so nothing fucking shows up on this end and there. Cause that shit right there. But yeah, it, I'm trying to fucking save up money here. You know, I mean, my dad's at the end of his life. My mom's at the end of hers. I shouldn't call her mom anymore because she never really treated me like a son. Never even treated me like I was fucking part of the family. I mean, she didn't fucking talk to me. She didn't try to fucking nothing until fucking my tribe sent out a check. I mean, my dad's a little bit different, you know. I mean, but it's still the same. You know? But he actually was like, "Hey, man, you invest. You know, you're gonna get something out of it." Whereas my mom's like, "Hey, just give it to me. You know, fuck your future. You know, I gotta live right now. I gotta live." Fuck. You know, I mean, it was funny up until I got one of those checks from my tribe. You know, my mom was like, "Oh, you should save your money, put it away for later on in the year." You know, when she finds out I'm getting quite a few checks, she forgets all. You should save your money. You should put it away. You should save it. You know, in case something bad happens. And this is why I said one of my videos. I'm thinking about just taking all my travel checks from here on out. Fucking just blow it all on fucking drugs and alcohol. You know, it's fucking bullshit. You know, here I'm trying to save this money, and as soon as she finds out I'm actually trying to save the fucking money, she's like, let me borrow. Let me have it. I'll pay you back. Instead of fucking have a full blown argument, I tell everybody else who knows her and say, hey man, come over here, tell her to leave me the fuck alone. She's supposed to be my fucking mom, not acting like a fucking hoe right across the street. Who only wants to fucking talk to me as soon as I get fucking money. That's not how a mom's supposed to treat her fucking son. Shit. I'd rather have that fucking hoe from across the street come over here and try and tell me to do this and do that. My mom wants to bawl around about how nobody fucking gives a fuck about her, how everybody treats her like garbage. She's the prime fucking example of how all these females are in this world today. I gotta live with that until it dies. How many other men gotta live with females like that aren't even their mom? You know, my ex's mom from 2006 even said to me, I gotta live with her after you two break up. I can't side with you. I have to side with her. She didn't like how her daughter was acting towards me. Yeah, she was upfront for me, said, hey, I gotta be on her side because at the end of the day I have to live with her. That's what came out of me. I gotta live with it. Even if she's the fucking monster, I have to live with her. A lot of people can come in and out of my fucking life all they want. I don't care. You know, a lot of them fucking talk shit on my relatives. I say, hey, I'm tell you like this. My ex's mom told me in 2006. I gotta live with them. You don't. You have the choice not to fuck with them. I'm stuck. That's my family. I'm stuck with them. It just. I was really trying to fucking save my money for really fucked up situations later down the road, but as long as fucking she knows I got money saved up, she's gonna act like that fucked up female across the street. And I'm gonna have to tell everybody else who fucking still has interaction with her, tell her to leave me the fuck alone. I don't care that she's my mom anymore. She doesn't treat me like a son. She just treats me like a fucking tribal chick. She can't treat me like a fucking child support check anymore. She's gone back to treating me like a fucking tribal chick. Yes, I gave birth to another tribal chick. Cool. My oldest is gonna hook me up. Now, my oldest uncle on my mom's side, he's still with the same tribe I am with, and so is my half sister. And he was making fun of all the relatives who switched tribes. I mean, my half sister and my oldest uncle, they're never gonna switch because they're not gonna live on any other reservation. Me, I tried to switch, but because I was born out of state, I, I I wasn't automatic like my brother and his cousin. I I wasn't automatic like my mom or her oldest sister because I was born out of state. I, now, I said, if this tribe lets me fucking enroll, I'm gonna go full bore right into fucking commercial fishing here on this res. You know, get my own fishing boat, because I got all that fucking experience of commercial fishing. But, since I'm not a tribal member too here, you know, I'm not legal to fish the tribal waters. And I can't get hired by the white fishermen here because they're racist as fuck. And they don't care that I used to be a commercial fisherman in Alaska. They don't. The only other white guy that I was able to be a commercial fisherman with was basically my first ex's dad. I was 16 at the time. Now I tried to come back down, you know, live with my mom again because the education I was getting in my home village was fucking shithole education. These books were outdated from the fucking 60s, 70s. You know, I didn't want to graduate with a fucking fifth or sixth grade education level because of everything they were teaching at that school. It was a two-room school, one like 2/3 of a gymnasium, small ass library. I mean, it was fucking nuts. I mean, fuck, man, I just wanted to get my life going, And then they told me, "Oh, you're born out of state. You're not automatic." I wasn't about to go through no goddamn paperwork either, only to fucking fill it all out and be like, "Oh, you're still not accepted." But even after I turned 18, I got a letter in the mail by the military, and they're like, "Oh, heard you just turned 18. Thinking about joining?" Read that letter. I was like, "Shit, got nothing else better to do with my life. Might as well try that out." Well, I got in there, talked to the guy. As soon as he found out my last name is a Russian descent, and this was before 9/11, way, way before 9/11, because 9/11 happened when I was 20 or something, 19, I don't know. But yeah, I mentioned My grandpa's name, he's in World War II. Oh, we don't care about that. For all we know, you could be lying about him being your actual grandfather. Like, okay. They wouldn't let me fucking see if I could fail during the physical training part of it. But yeah, after 9/11, they're like, hey man, we need you. Remember when you tried doing this before? I'm like, yeah. Because of my last name, you guys told me I was a possible fucking spy or a fucking traitor. Fuck you. I'm literally fucking tired of trying to save money to fucking do something with my life while everybody else is like, fuck you, get the fuck out of my life. Where the fuck was you when I was out there on the streets, motherfucker? Where? You know? It's just fucked up, man. No, I get a lot of backlash from my relatives when I make videos like this. I'm like, hey, leave me the fuck alone and I won't make videos like this. Start fucking with me when I ain't got shit. Start treating me like a decent human when I ain't got shit. Stop hitting me up only when I have something to offer. You don't see me coming around when you got fucking money to fucking shell out. Being told that men are fucking monsters, we don't give a fuck, we fucking hate people. We fucking hate people. See, it's not that we hate. I'm not trying to talk for every man. I'm not trying to talk for any man. I'm just trying to talk for myself. But a lot of you fucking feminists, blue-pilled fucking cucks, put me in the fucking same fucking boat as all the other men. When I have nothing in common with them, they don't have nothing in common with me. Other than just being a fucking man. That's it. Yeah, some of us don't care. Yeah, some of us do care. Majority of us is leave us the fuck alone. You weren't trying to fuck with us in our struggle. Leave us the fuck alone when we got something. Because we're only trying to fuck with people who was there when we were struggling. That's all we care about. And for a fucking stranger ass female or fucking blue-pilled cuck to say, oh, he's a piece of shit, he doesn't care, he's a fucking monster.